have some things to do in the house today. Usually I'm working on Saturdays, but I didn't have any work today. So the blessing of that is being able to be home with my family. So we are going to make some chicken broth because I'm going to be in the kitchen, and I use the last of my chicken broth up. What I've been doing this year is just freezing it in bags, gallon-sized bags, and I put them in a big tray so they don't leak. And I put them in our deep freeze them. Was it last year or the year before that we did a ton of canning, and I canned a bunch of chicken broth. I loved having it on the shelf canned, but our canner was in the pole barn. That's a phrase we use a lot in our life right now. I haven't got a new canner yet, so I'm going to freeze the chicken broth. And then we also went to the farmer's market and got 20 pounds of tomatoes, and I'm going to be dehydrating them for the first time. We just got a new dehydrator, and then we're going to ferment some and see how that tastes. So that's the plan this morning.
1 year anniversary of a horrible month last year is coming up. This is the video.
But let's focus on positive things, uplifting things.
We're trying to stay positive.
When Sainte and I butchered our chickens this year, what we did is we did 2 carcasses in a container, and we put the feet in the cavity of the carcass, which has worked out really well. Got the nice little... I love using all the pieces of the chicken because we work so hard at it. We leave the necks on. So it makes it really easy to make chicken broth because we just have them ready to go. So everybody has different ways in their own way of starting to make chicken broth. I'm putting onions, carrots, celery, parsley, salt, and some peppercorn in mine today. Alright, so on Friday, I may have mentioned we went to the farmer's market. We got 20 pounds of tomatoes because she gave me half off per pound if I got 20 pounds. And I've really become convicted of the importance of supporting local farmers and sourcing the things that we're not able to do ourselves. So our garden unfortunately doesn't get a lot of sun, so I'm gonna get my tomatoes from someone who is local and then try and make enough to last us through the winter. So like dehydration, fermentation is what we're doing today. And I think it should be really easy, so that's what we're doing in the kitchen. We're gonna put 4 cups in here.
Can I put them
in? After this, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. So 2 plus 2 is...
4.
Oh! Sorry!
Mommy.
Okay.
We need to put salt in water.
That's how it helps with the fermentation. But look, this has a little ugly piece, so you want to cut off all of those because that can impact the flavor.
What does that mean?
What do you think impact the flavor means?
Let me know what is that.
Yeah, it can change how it tastes if you have little brown spots on your food.
Yeah?
Stir it up. I'm gonna wash some tomatoes. What is your favorite thing, Isabel, in the garden?
Usually the potato patch.
The potato patch? Why is the potato patch your favorite?
I get to pick. Good. And then my favorite fruit, my favorite vegetable in the thing is what you're holding right now.
Tomatoes?
Yeah. And peppers. Are we going peppers? And how fast are you supposed to
Just
stir?
keep stirring. It's supposed to dissolve.
I am stirring. Mom, did you know I am actually making a volcano? I will the pool. Why that knife?
This is a good knife for cutting the ends off the tomatoes right now. important that we're gentle with the vegetables and the fruits when we are fermenting, when we're doing anything with them. So look, watch me one more time. I'm putting it here, I'm holding it down, and then I gently drop it in, okay? Yep. These are one next.
Those people.
Water's supposed to cover it, so I'll probably add some water to that.
How's it going?
It's going alright. There you go, pour it in. So like I said, I haven't tried fermented tomatoes. I'm pretty excited about it. Excited to see how they turn out. Just another great way to preserve your harvest. Let's move to dehydrated tomatoes and see how that goes. Okay. Alright, so we got our can of tomatoes that are going to be fermenting. And now I'm going to slice up a ton of tomatoes and try dehydrating them for the first time. I was so excited because on a local group, someone was selling an Excalibur dehydrator. It's a 9-tray, and I have wanted one. I think I've had one on my Amazon wish list for 5 years. I'm so excited to use it. I'm excited to get these garden tomatoes on our shelves and use them throughout the year. So I just have a lot of slicing to do. Alright, cutting up all those tomatoes goes pretty fast when it's sped up. I'm just sprinkling on some salt now. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add any herbs to it. Our oregano already went to flower, so Sang is telling me that that makes the leaves bitter. I have some basil, I have some thyme, I have some rosemary, but not really enough of anything fresh to put on here. But often when it's my first time trying something, I kind of like to do it in its purest, unadulterated form, so I know what the foundational product is supposed to taste like, and then I can build off of that in the future. So I think I'm just going to keep these with salt on them for now. So I'm going to stir them up and get them on the dehydrator. Like pick up another tray, pick up another tray, pick up another tray, you know? All right, well, all those tomatoes, and it's a learning process because I totally thought, oh man, I've got this huge bowl of tomatoes, I better stop, make sure it actually will fit in there. I hope I haven't cut too much. And out of the 9 trays, I have only filled 3. Back to cutting more tomatoes. All right, 20 pounds of tomatoes taken care of. So again, we got these fermenting now, and they'll ferment on the counter. I mean, I'll probably put them in the cupboard because it's supposed to be darker, and I have to make sure the lid is on loosely. Those are gonna ferment for about 3 weeks. And then we got my new, to me, dehydrator sitting on my dryer, and we got all the trays in there. So this is supposed to be at 140 for 10 hours. I'm excited. I'm excited about preserving the harvest. Hey, it's Thursday. The kids are playing with Legos, so you might hear that in the background. But I wanted to show you how the dehydrated tomatoes turned out. I am super excited about it. Now, of course, the trick is going to be using this new pantry item, because what's the point of doing it if I never end up using it? So I kind of have to train myself to use things that I haven't used before. I love that this is 15 pounds of tomatoes. Honey, could you wait just a second? I love that this is 15 pounds of tomatoes. in one small jar that I can keep on my counter and hopefully reuse. Right now, I'm just getting ready for dinner, so if you want to peek in on that, you're more than welcome to follow.